Hello, I wanted to share a little bit more about why I launched Wise Woman Guide and why it means so much to me. For the majority of my life, I was completely separate from those words. Wise woman? No. I'd accumulated a lot of life experiences, and those life experiences had resulted in me feeling completely separate to those words. Even woman. Woman was something that I took other people's words as to what woman actually was, their opinions. And yet, when I stepped inside, I found a deeper meaning and a more honest meaning to being a woman. And partly thanks to me being in the perimenopause, is that it's given me this opportunity to really evaluate, because my body and my system is altering. And with that alteration, it's encouraging me to see things differently, think differently. And it's also helping me pull in all my life experience. So nothing was ever wasted. Nothing was ever not valuable in what's happened to me in my life. And this is the understanding that comes from sitting with myself, sitting with my past, and allowing things to soften. And so my whole work and desire is that every single woman understands who they are and the potential they have inside of them. We've still been suppressed and repressed by history, generations of women being less than. We had to fight to vote. Women that were gifted were burnt on the stake. And so there's so many things that generationally we still carry. And I know from my own family history, my mum was a child that was brought up in the war, and so there was food shortage. Her father was not a healthy male. He had lots of affairs and didn't hide it. And so there was a lot of suppression that came through from her. And without the awareness of what's carried, it just gets passed on. And then it was compounded by everyone that was around me when I was younger as well. And so I honestly thought that men were up there and I was down here, and completely accepted it. And I just want you to consider your own history and your own journey. And with this short video, consider what woman means to you. I'd picked up so much from media, the images, the ideas that were around me of what a woman was, and that had brought together a picture that actually wasn't true. And so, as you're listening to this video, just consider, what does woman mean to you? And I also encourage you to question. So, if something is a limiting belief, question it. Is that really what I believe? Is that really true? Is that really what I think? Is that what woman really is? And when you hear yourself inside say, I can't do that, then just allow yourself to sit with that, whatever comes up next, whatever that limiting belief is. I can't. Because when you take a soft gaze and you look back at where you've been and the things you've accomplished and things you've achieved, you're phenomenal. And that's right now, just right now. If you're a mother, if you're whatever role you've had in your life, just see what you've done. There's so many things that, as I looked back, I understood the things that I'd got through, and also how I'd become to be seen as the strong one in my family unit, and continued to be so. And yet, if I'd asked myself inside with the limiting beliefs would have come up first before the truth. And they'd have told me all the things I couldn't do. And yet my heart knows all the things I'm capable of. And I am continuing to work on myself. I'm continuing to unfold. I work with my own spiritual teacher, GP Walsh, because it's important to continue to be guided, and for someone to encourage you, almost be the ultimate cheerleader, and that you can do this, you carry on. And guides are so important, hence why Wise Woman Guide, is because it's the signposts, it's the tools, it's the understanding, because the times I felt like I was about to break were the breakthrough times. And I know that's a cliche and it's bandied around, but actually it's the truth. Those times I leant in and it was for absolutely horrific was when I was shifting, when I was releasing, when I was expanding, when I was growing. I have an 11-year-old son, and he's going through a growth spurt. When he goes through a growth spurt, his legs are aching, and it's real pain. That's growth. Sometimes we all want the shiny, we all want the lovely, and yet to grow, sometimes it's painful. And just understand that no matter what's happening in your life, no matter where you are, and we've all been through so much with the pandemic, and we're continuing to do so. Just know how remarkable you are. If you put your hand on your heart and you just feel what's there, that's you. And in here is where the wise woman resides. The one that's untouched by any life experience. The one who is not the words that come through here, that come through the mind, the things that say that you can't. This heart knows none of that. It knows the truth. You are remarkable. And so let's go on the journey of the wise woman. And thank you for joining me. Many blessings to you all.